Hello everyone, I am back. I know it's been a while, just been sick and whatnot, so to take it easy for today, I decided to play, well, you play Vampire's Melody. I know it's not really a game that can be played, but it's more or less a fun game or fun visual novel. And then the reason why I really wanted to play it was because I wanted to get better at speaking into a mic. So I figured, why not? Why not? This is what I'll be doing today. Hopefully hopefully it's not too boring for everyone. And hopefully it is enjoyable for everyone to watch. That is my hope for this stream. I'll make sure that nothing breaks in the background like last time. So for now, let's go here. Let's just see how everything goes, shall we? I think it's about all I can do in the end. Yeah. There we go. Alright. I've already played this, but I'll start over for everyone here to enjoy. You should be here to enjoy the beginning of the story. Still look up. Patta, patta, patta. Damn, Norland. Stop! Stop, Norland. Behind me. Behind me, at least 5 Yarlins are yelling those words at the top of their voices. They are referring to me as the damn Norland, and my nerves are on edge from the way they roar like hunters chasing a prey. Stop! I don't dare look back. I can only flee like a hunted animal running for its life, along with the cold raindrops hitting me relentlessly. Crack! Thunder booms in the distance. The flash of lightning splits the gray sky into 2 halves, and the raindrops gradually resemble a glass wall. Whoosh! Although the Yarlin's muskets are ineffective under the heavy rain, their crossbows are still deadly. Crossbow bolts whiz past me under the heavy rain, along with their cries. Stop, or else you're dead. In fact, they don't need to threaten me. I can't run much further. Every joint and tendon in my body hurts so much, and my wet clothes are sticking to me like a form of start over. And my wet clothes are sticking to me like a form of binding, making it difficult to move. Ah! Suddenly, I realized my foot had slipped, and I fell down hard on the muddy ground. Let it end this way. Did I miss something? Shit. No, 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 cancel. Hmm. Feel like I missed something. Anyway, as the rain pitter-pattered around me and the footsteps come closer from behind, those sounding, those sounds probably signal the end of my life. Suddenly, a few streaks of lightning flash across the night sky. Although my eyes are closed, I can still see those flashes of light through my thin eyelids. Closing, followed by, closely followed by thunder screaming from above. Unusual cries of anguish reach my ears amid the lightning and thunder. Ah! Ah! My monster! A monster! Ah! What? What's going on? Don't tell me it's a wild beast. Oh, don't tell me it's a wild beast. I gotta remember when the proper time to actually use speaking voices. Upon realizing this possibility, a wave of fear sweeps across, and I can't help shivering. Is a wild beast or a Yarlin frightening? At least a Yarlin speaks the same language and shares the same religious beliefs as me. We may be at odds over a gold mine now, but at least I'll still die with dignity if I fall into their hands. However, it is not up to me to decide whether I live or die at this point. The only thing I can do is to lie on the mud and wait for my death. But I wonder what happened to Mr. Cook. Did he escape? At first, we'd thought that everything would go well when we opened our own restaurant after arriving in the new continent. Sigh. This blasted war. The lightning persists, and the rainwater keeps flowing across the ground in addition. What happened to the Yarlins? The Yarlins who were in hot pursuit earlier sounded as if they got devoured within a short time and stopped uttering anything. No matter how hard I strained my ears, I could only detect the sound of rain and lightning around me. Oh no. I quickly opened my eyes and struggled to get up from the mud. I don't want to get ripped apart by a wild beast. I have to hurry up and run while it is making a meal out of those Yarlins. I decided to run away from the I decided to run from the direction where those Yarlins' cries came from, but a sharp pain ensues across my left leg. After barely taking a few steps, maybe I injured myself when I fell down just now. I have no choice but to hobble along slowly. Swishing sounds occasionally come from the surrounding area, and I can't tell if they are the sound of raindrops hitting leaves or a wild beast's fur brushing against the foliage. Crack! Another lightning flashes across the rainy night sky, closely followed by a loud thunderclap and the ground feels as if it is shaking. Everything suddenly turns white, and my ears are ringing. I cannot hear anything for a while. Gradually, my vision recovers, and I can see a light from a fire nearby. It probably started from the light from that lightning just now. Under such terrible conditions at night, light from a fire signifies hope. That is too conspicuous. Maybe I should remain in the darkness. Go to the fire. I shall go to the fire. My instincts urge me to approach the fire. It is a small patch of foliage that got ignited by lightning. Despite the heavy rain, the fire's small a small fire is burning steadily, and I can stay on light here for it can stay light for at least half an hour. As long as I stay near the fire, any frightening beast hiding in the darkness won't overcome me. I comfort myself in my heart. At least I can also recover some of my stamina now that my body feels stiff. As I'm about to get closer to the fire, my left leg refuses to obey me. I extend my hand hastily to lean against a tree for support, but I touch thin air instead, surprisingly. My goodness! I have lost count of the number of times I fell down, but the ground feels it's actually dry. This I get I get up with my eyes wide open. From the illumination provided by the fire outside, I realize I have fallen into a hole on a tree, and I am not the only one here. A girl is lying quietly inside. Hey, are you all right? Although my unpleasant brush with death tonight should have left me feeling numb towards anything that happened by chance, the scene inside this opening is still quite a surprise for me. Hello? This girl is curled up, with her back facing the tree's opening. She has attractive long silvery hair that barely covers her pure white cheeks. Her skin looks so delicate it might crumble if the wind blows across. Hello? I raise my voice again, but the girl still isn't responding. She's wearing a black dress with white frills and a blood red sash around the waist. Its style and craftsmanship deserves praise. This girl certainly doesn't come from an ordinary family. Wake up! Hey! I try to shake her, but her eyes remain closed, as if she were a soulless mannequin. All right, it hurts. Not only did I fail to wake her up, but I also haven't. I have also aggravated the injury on my left leg. That is, it hurts so much that, and I end up sitting on the floor after falling down. Now I notice my left leg has an open wound, after it got stabbed by a tree branch earlier, and it is still bleeding. Forget it. I'm fighting for my life. I sigh and take off my backpack to use as a temporary bandage for my wound. Mr. Cook gave me this backpack to me as a present not too long ago. Before we came to this mountain, we'd even agreed to fill our backpacks with fresh produce before going back. Looks like this is only a dream. Never mind. As long as one can survive, there is always a way. I shake my head to clear those unhappy thoughts, steel myself to cut the backpack with a bill hook, and turn the pack into a few strips of cloth. If I can live. Ah! I endure the acute pain to fasten the strips of cloth securely across the wound on my left leg. Phew! I breathe a sigh of relief after bandaging my wound and glance at the girl who is still in a deep sleep. She doesn't seem to have any visible wounds or signs of injury. But how come she's sleeping here and won't wake up? I crawl across carefully and place my fingers across her nose. Oh, my hand is numb after it got drenched by the rain earlier. And the girl's breathing feels quite shallow. I can't tell whether she's still alive. Missy, these are exceptional circumstances. There's no way. Sorry about that. I decide to press my ear against her chest to see if I can hear any heartbeats, even though it is somewhat improper. Eh? As I lean my head across, a painful stinging sensation suddenly occurs at my neck, and this feeling quickly spreads to the rest of my body. Vampire's melody. It's so cold. And so tiring. I wonder how much longer do I need to run before I can elude them. Where are you, Mr. Cook? Rumble. What's that sound? How come there is such a frightening sound? What kind of monster is after me? Rumble. That sound is getting louder. It is approaching. Rumble. It is getting closer. What sort of frightening monster is that? I have to run, but my legs won't move. Hurry up and move. Ah! I wake up while thrashing about. So it's just a dream. I don't see any monsters in front of me, but that girl is still there, sound asleep. Right, it's her. I rub my head and remember I had eluded the Yarlings after being pursued by them last night, then came here when lightning started a fire and fell into an opening on a tree by accident. And then... But I seem to have no recollection of what happened after that, as if any memories of that part got erased. Why did I sleep overnight here? Yes, I got injured. Maybe I passed out from loss of blood? I instinctively feel around my left leg. The bandages are gone, but my leg doesn't have any signs of injury at all. Strange. I remember it's my left leg. I feel around my right leg at the same time, and that leg has no signs of injury either. Rumbling. That frightening noise in my dreams suddenly reaches my ears again, while I'm racking my brains all over. Gonna turn that down a little bit. While I'm racking my brains all over. Oh no, don't tell me that monster isn't from my dreams. Wake up! Quickly! Quick. That terrifying noise sounds really close, and I might not have enough time to escape if I don't run at once. I hurriedly shake the girl while she's still fast asleep. What? That girl is responding this time, surprisingly. She seems to be growling in annoyance after being woken up. Her voice is sweet and clear, yet she looks irritated. She pushes my hands away. Alright, I need to enter something. You've finally woken up. Get up. Quickly. There's a monster. We need to run.
Huh?
Huh? The girl rubs her eyes, and I am stunned by her purple demonic eyes for an instant. It's so pretty. No, I said. It's so pretty. No, I said there's a monster.
怪物？あんたバカ？というか誰？どうしてここにいるの？
Monster? Are you an idiot? Who are you? Why are you here? The girl's voice is getting shriller. I can also detect anger and hostility in her questioning. I'm Raylan. It wasn't intentional. I'm from Nor. I ran here to escape from some trouble. We have no time to talk about all these, so listen up. I nearly told her I'm a Norlin, yet I'm also worried that she may be a Yarlin and give me trouble.
逃げてきた？それで何を聞けばいいのよ？
Escape from some trouble? And what do you want me to hear? Monster, What's going on? I'm quite certain I heard rumbling noises a short while ago.
どこに怪物がいるっていうのよ？この臆病者。
Where's the monster, coward? No, it's true. It was nearby just now. I swear I have never heard such a frightening sound before in my entire life. I didn't lie to you. It might even be lurking somewhere in one corner while looking at us for its next meal. Last night, it had several Yarlins for supper.
私疲れてるの。本当に何かが隠れているんだったら静かにするか出て行ってくれる？
I'm tired. Be quiet. If you really want to escape from whatever trouble, otherwise you can get out. The girl closes her eyes again. Looks like she doesn't care about Yarlins. I want to open my mouth, yet I can't find anything to say. Don't tell me I was too much on edge and started to hallucinate. Maybe I should follow her advice by resting quietly before making any plans to leave the mountain and look for Mr. Cook. So I find a spot in one corner and shut my eyes to recuperate. Likewise. Rumble. Listen, listen, it's here! I jump up with my feet sliding against the floor. Good.
どうしたって寝かさないつもりね。
Good grief. I can't sleep at all. The girl opens her eyes and furrows her brow. What's the point in sleeping? We should run quickly.
逃げるの？バカ騒ぎしちゃって。片付けてあげるから連れてきなさい。
Run from what? Enough of this tomfoolery. Bring me along. I will settle it for you. Settle? Are you a fool? Upon hearing her words, I grab her hand and shake it for a while, feeling unsettled in my heart. Don't tell me she's really an idiot. She looks so well dressed. She can't possibly be an ignoramus living in a tree.
まったく何慌ててるのよ。本当に臆病なんだから。
Sheesh. Is there a need to panic? You really are a coward. The girl takes my hand to pull herself up before striding out.
年寄りの夢を邪魔しないでちょうだい。怪物ですって。もう嫌になるわ。
Who dares to disturb the senior's beauty sleep, monster? You must be tired of living. I can only hear her voice from inside the tree. Wait! I hurry out of the tree after that cocky girl, and can only see her standing there, while looking ahead, dumbfounded. Yeah, dumbfounded is one way to put it. More like completely and utterly shocked, stunned at whatever monster this could be. I follow her gaze and gasp involuntarily as I break out in a cold sweat. A terrifying yellow dragon is roaring mightily, producing continuous rumbling noises. In addition, black smoke is spewing from its tail, and it can swiftly demolish any tree in its path with its head. Run! Hurry! My legs have turned into jelly at the overwhelming sight of this frightening monster, and I can barely muster my voice, but my head is telling me to run. I grip my teeth and tense my muscles. In one foul swoop, I grab that girl, who doesn't know any better, turn around and run away from that scary monster. We have to run away as quickly as possible while it hasn't responded yet. It's our only hope to survive. I have no idea how far we ran. Anyway, I have to catch my breath. Only when those rumbling noises from before are completely out of earshot. I have no idea how far we ran. Oh. Are you all right? I wipe away the sweat covering my entire face and turn around to check on that girl I pulled to run with me. Yes. She looks confused while staring in the direction we came from. She's probably wondering whether that monster will pursue us. What was that? That was the monster I've been talking about. I have no idea what it is either.
あんたたちが作ったんじゃないの？
It isn't something humans like you created? A human creation? Are you joking? Humans can't create such a massive thing.
そう。
Is that so? She lowers her head to think about something. Then I realize I'm still holding her hand. Sorry, your stamina is really amazing. I hurriedly release her hand, but I notice she didn't sweat at all, and her breathing is unbelievably steady. She should be panting heavily after running like this.
でも人が乗っていたような気が。
But I thought there was a person riding it. God. Oh. She just ignores me and begins to mutter to herself as if she's trying to recall something. Guess not every aristocratic girl is weak and prone to illness. My worries are unfounded. I feel like I'm missing something though. Well, I'm going back. What about you? Well, I'm going back. What about you? I point in the direction that I remembered as my way back.
ん？
She glances in my direction and then looks behind her as if she can't make up her mind. Although we have escaped from that monster, it may come here and we don't know if there are others in this mountain forest. So it's best for you to return to town with me for now, alright? I'm not certain if this girl is from our small town, but I still bring it up after a moment's hesitation. After all, it's probably too dangerous to leave her alone in this mountain. Town? Hurry up and go, Missy. I pat her shoulder to encourage her to pick up the pace.
気安く触らないでよ。
Don't touch me anytime you like. She angrily brushes away my hand and walks off on her own. It should be along this direction. I hurriedly point in the direction behind me. She frowns and returns to me grudgingly. Sorry, it's a habit of mine. I would usually talk like this at the kitchen where I work.
黙って。ちゃんと案内しなさい。
shut up and lead the way properly. Yes, yes. She is urging me to hurry up and go after. Hurry up and go after dismissing mine. Actually, I only have a rough idea of the direction because this expanse of forest is far larger than I thought. A nighttime thunderstorm could change so many things. I'm relying on my memory to find my way back, and the girl is following me quietly. From behind, however, the surroundings are getting more unfamiliar. Do you remember what happened last night? I slow down a little to allow her to catch up. You have my scent on
あん
you.
たから私の匂いがする。
Yes. You have my scent on you. I feel like that's really loud. Could be too bad though. Let me know if it was too loud. She intensely casts her deep purple eyes straight at me as if she's checking on something. Scent? I'm a bit confused. What did I do last night?
うん。
No,
でも
but this scent is
その匂いは
certainly.
確かに。
No, but this scent is certainly. She just looks away and bites her lip while muttering to herself without answering my question. I will be honest. Actually, I still remember the earlier part clearly. A few Yarlins were after me. I ran for my life. Then those Yarlins suddenly stopped shouting for some strange reason. At that time, it was pitch dark, and I didn't dare look back. Afterwards, I stumbled across an opening on a tree. When the place got lit by lightning, I fell inside by accident, and I knocked the back of my head, trying my best to remember the earlier events. I saw you were inside that opening, and then
え、
eh,
これは
this. The girl suddenly stops in her tracks and calls out in alarm, snapping me out of my thoughts. She looks completely surprised, much more than that time when she saw the huge yellow dragon. I also quickly turned to look in that direction. This. We've walked to the edge of the forest without realizing it, but this sight in front of us looks alien to me. Where are we? I look at her. From her serious expression, I can tell she's equally puzzled. If my memory didn't fail me, this place should be a small, rundown town. A small town where one could see the edge in one glance. I can feel my breath getting more rapid. Everything is confusing. But in front, how did this large city, which resembles a labyrinth, appear in one night? What should we do?
戦争終結のため私に投票を。
Where's this at? Vote for me. End the war. The girl looks away from me to stare in the distance and begin to say something strange. What?
1972年11月には
I will bring our soldiers home in November 1972. The year? 1972? What are you saying?
あれを見て
Look there. She points to a tall building opposite. It resembles a tower stretching to the heavens that I can never imagine. A large poster is hanging at the middle of the tall building. The poster has a picture of a man with a pipe and a burning flag behind him. That is the flag of Yarla. No? At first glance, it looks like the Yarlan's flag, but in fact it appears closer to the flag of Jarl or Norley combined together. Nevertheless, I am more interested in the words on the top. 1972 general elections. The year 1972? Rubbish! Stuff and nonsense. I can't help slapping my face, hoping to wake up from this ludicrous dream. Wake up, quickly! Rylan, wake up, quick! My cheeks feel as if they are burning red after being slapped repeatedly, and the palm of my hands are even starting to feel numb, but everything remains the same. How did it become like this? What is going on? I lower my hands limply, unable to stop myself from trembling all over.
確か1672年6月
I'm sure it was June 1672 that day. 26th June 1672. I'm filled with new hope when she mentions that year, which I know well. By the way, you also remember it was the 26th June 1672 yesterday?
でもどういうこと
But
立っていてもせいぜい10年ぐらいだと思ったのになぜ
But how did it turn out this way? I thought 10 years would pass at most. Why? 10 years? What do you mean 10 years? I quickly grab her and press on with my questions as if she were my lifeline. What do you know? Quickly, tell me what is going on.
そうね
Let me think. She lowers her head.
分かったわ
I
あん
understand.
たよ
I understand now. It's you. The girl suddenly glares at me after some time. Me? I point at myself in confusion. I didn't hear her wrongly. I didn't hear her wrongly.
そうよ私の計画における唯一の変数はあんたの存在
Right. You're the only thing that changed in my plans. Plans? Changed? What are you talking about?
忘れて何の役にも立たないものまずは私の家を見つけないと
Forget it. There's no point in dwelling on it now. I need to return to my abode first. She shakes me off and turns around to leave. Wait! I quickly grab her. I don't know your plans, nor do I want to, and I don't care if you want to go anywhere either. I just want to go back. So help me return first.
私に何の関係があるっていうの
What does this have to do with me? It's obvious. I'm sure I ended up here because of you. You definitely know how to return too, right?
バカね。そもそもあんたがここに来たのは自業自得でしょ。それに誰もあんたが帰るのを止めないわ。自分で道を探すことね。
You're stupid. First of all, you ended up here because it's your own doing. Secondly, nobody is stopping you if you want to return to whichever place. Just find your own way back. That's all. When I said return, I meant I want to go back to the year 1672, not 1972.
あんたバカ。どう
Are
や
you
って1972年に来たと思ってるの？手品か何か？
Are you an idiot? How do you think we arrived in 1972? A magic trick or something? I don't want to argue with you. Let me go back, and I will pretend I never saw you.
鈍い男ね。もう十分説明したでしょ。私にとっても想定外なの。できることなら私だって帰りたいわ。
Stupid fellow, I've already explained myself clearly enough. I don't foresee it either. I'd also like to go back if possible. What do you mean?
でも仕方ないの。
But I can't do it. You can't do it? What do you mean?
1672年には戻れないって意味よ。1972年でどうやって生き残るか考えなさい。
I mean, you should stop having any ideas of going back to 1672 and think hard on how to spend the rest of your life in 1972. I can't return? I freeze as if a bucket of ice is being poured onto me. Then, what about Mr. Cook and Miss Erin Edding next door? She cackles as if she's gloating at me. I bow my head. If this is the year 1972, then they should be long gone by now.
自分で考えなさい。
Figure it out yourself. Her voice gradually becomes more distant and eventually fades in the wind. She's gone. What should I do? Should I go after her? But I have no idea where she went. Where should I go? Where can I go if Mr. Cook is gone? I wander aimlessly through the streets in this foreign city. The roads in this place are painted black in color and have wide pavements. Vehicles with metallic bodies and four wheels zip past me, one after another, and they can move so quickly without harnessing the power from a horse or an ox. In addition, there are skyscrapers that stretch taller than massive trees reaching up to the sky. These buildings have a variety of attractive posters and signboards displayed at their entrances, and the pictures are so beautiful it is hard to tell them apart from the real thing. I feel like something was lost in translation there. I begin to develop strong hallucinations by looking at the various things around me. I seem to be a non-existential spirit drifting about in the city. However, every passerby is looking at me strangely. Their bewilderment proves I am not a ghost. I even thought of searching for the places I could remember at first, but I couldn't find any familiar buildings or signboard. From morning till night, I passed countless streets and many unfamiliar faces. Yet, I didn't get anywhere. I didn't get anything. Mr. Cook, where are you? If you're still alive, where are your traces? If you aren't around anymore. And where are your traces if you aren't around anymore? Eventually, I reach an entrance with an open metallic door. The passageway beyond the entrance has soothing music and bright lights that feels like a place full of joy and laughter. Something on the other side catches my attention, and I stride there. Mr. Cook? I realize at that moment, this is the place. A large statuette of a person holding a shotgun is standing in front of me. And that person is Mr. Cook. The statue has a plaque at the base with the words written on it. Melino Cook, 7/8/1631 to 21/3/1675. Mr. Cook's restaurant used to be sited at this same place as this statue, although this locale looks entirely different now. My gut instinct is telling me that I used to live here. Melino Cook, New Orleans civilian hero. He was the first person to spot a Yarlan scouting party and raise the alarm, enabling the Norlands to organize their defenses in time. I read each word on the plaque verbatim, although very few words are written on it. Each word feels more somber than anything else. Cook later joined the Norland militia and died a glorious death in the most heated battle in March, on March 1675. Both colonies merged after this long period of war and bloodshed in history. I opened my mouth when I finished reading everything on the plaque, yet I can't breathe. As I take a step back, the heel of my foot trips against a loose tile sticking out, and I fall on my buttocks. Then a few people in outlandish clothes of various colors laugh boisterously at my wretched state before they promptly disappear amid the bright lights in the distance. I look at the lights and I can make out the words amusement park on top. Amusement park. I feel hurt. Mr. Cook, his restaurant, and my home were buried in this amusement park's grounds. I stagger to my feet. I have to escape from this cemetery in an amusement park. I can't breathe. I wander along the streets in bewilderment. Now I really have no idea on where to go in this world. Who am I? A set of loud noises suddenly ring out from behind me. I turn around to see a red-colored metallic vehicle, and the people inside are looking angrily at me from behind the car's window. Country bumpkin, move aside! Quickly! Where are you going? Could I hitch a ride? Country bumpkin, are you mad? Now a few men have stepped out of the vehicle while cursing and swearing. So these metallic boxes can contain that many people? Hello there. I have nowhere to go. May I come along with all of you? That group of people surrounded me after I told them about my predicament. And their anger. That group of people surrounded me after I told them about my predicament, and their angry expressions are replaced with sinister smiles. Eh? What are you doing? Eh? What are you doing? A man suddenly pins me down from behind, and it seems both of my hands are being restrained before I can react. Nothing. We just want to befriend you. Don't get so agitated now. Lads, put it on him. A gunny sack, which smells horrible, is placed over my head, and my vision turns black. This fellow is out of his mind, and he looks so wretched. Who knows if he might be an escapee from the mental hospital? Would those punks at the Tiger Gang want him? We can tear him apart before selling him. They wouldn't be able to tell. What is there to sell? I have nothing valuable on me. It's okay if you have no money. Your entire body is worth a lot. One kidney alone can fetch 100,000. All of you are bastards! Release me! Help! I'm being tied up from head to toe. No matter how hard I struggle, I can't move and can only yell through my mouth. Damn! You're so noisy! Something hard is hitting the back of my head a few times, and I'm getting dizzy. Hey.
ちょっと
Hey.
ねえってば
Hey. I just like her saying different words in Japanese. It's all translates to hey. Hey. How's it going? It's basically what it was. Well, eventually I'll know what it says. When I learn Japanese. Someone is kicking my stomach. Who's calling me? I blurrily open my eyes and see a silhouette in front of me. You are... I slowly regain my vision, and then I realize the dark figure under the moonlight is none other than that girl inside the tree.
ようやく目が覚めたの随分と寝ぼすけねジョン
You're awake. I've been calling you for a long time, John. She's just looking at me from above and appears somewhat annoyed. John, what happened? Where am I? Have I returned? I could only see a forest around me. All those roads and tall buildings are gone as if I returned to the world I belong to.
まだ帰りたいなんてバカなこと考えてるの目を覚ましなさい
Fool, you're still thinking of going back? Wake up. I didn't go back?
そうよここは1972年
No.
金輪際帰りたいなんて考えないことねそんなこと誰にもできないんだから
No, we're still in 1972. Stop thinking about going back. Nobody can do it. So I haven't returned. I can feel a slight ache on the back of my head as I regain consciousness. Then I suddenly remember that I got bound by several men before passing out, and my head took quite a beating. No, what happened to that group of people? I scrambled to a sitting position and looked around upon recalling this part.
落ち着きなさい。もう片付けたわ。
Don't panic. They've been dealt with. Dealt with?
ずいぶんと消耗しちゃったけどね。でも、まだあんな奴らのことを気にしてるなんて。あんた頭おかしいんじゃない？
It took me quite a lot of effort, but I'm surprised you still care about them. Were you mad just now? Mad?
あんな奴らを挑発して死にたいの？死んだら300年前に戻れるとでも？
You'd wanted to die so much by provoking that bunch of guys. You think you can go back 3 centuries if you die? No. I only wanted to ask them for help.
あんた、そのうち無様に死ぬでしょうね。
You're going to die without any dignity if you carry on like this. This girl seems to be laughing for a while, but she sighs afterwards.
現実を見なさい。300年前から来たのは、ここではあんたと私だけ。バカみたいに暴れていると、すぐに命を落とすわよ。
Bakamitai? I swear I heard that in there. Face it, you and I are the only ones here from 300 years ago. Stop stumbling around like a fool. You might lose your life anytime. But I had no other choice. My home and my family are long gone.
あの夜に何があったかわからないけど、あんたからは確かに私の匂いがするの。
I'm not certain what happened that night, but you do have my scent on you. Your scent?
そう。私の匂いがするということは、契約が成立したということ。その瞬間から、あんたは私のしもべになったのよ。
Right. You have my scent. That means that the deal between us has been sealed. You became my thrall from that moment on. What are you saying this time? Deal? Thrall? I don't get what you mean at all. She pauses for a moment before smiling at me.
イエーラー・レスター。はるか昔からやってきたヴァンパイアよ。
My name is Yela Lester. I'm a vampire and come from a far more distant past. Yela? I slowly recite her name. This is a vampire's name? The girl is actually a vampiress.
何がおかしいのよ。
What are you laughing at? She seems somewhat angry. Maybe she's surprised at my response. I'm laughing at the sheer incredulity. Oh my god. Brain's not functioning. I read the word, but I just cannot pronounce it. I'm fucking balls. No, I want it in English. I don't want to speak in Spanish. Whatever. Flip it. What the incredulity? What does that even mean? Can I get a definition of that word? disbelief. Wow. What? The sheer incredulity of things. Vampires? Thralls? Sleeping for 300 years? Do you have any more far-fetched... Oh my fucking god! Do you have anything more far-fetched than this? Than these? It's like if either he doesn't believe it or he does believe it and he just can't believe it, but he has to believe it.
信じないの？
You don't believe me? I'm gonna save. Save. This is that's what I want to save. And so I'll rewrite this one. Yep. Boom. I played it before because I wanted to see if I would actually want to go continue with it. And I do. At this point, what's the difference whether I believe you or not? That's what I want to go with, but I'll go with it. I'll go with it. What's the difference whether I believe you or not? I have no place I could call home in this world. Even if I believe her, it won't change anything.
どうやら信じるつもりはないみたいね。
Looks like you choose to disbelieve. What are you going to do? Yarla comes close and taps me with her sharp index finger.
証拠があるわ。首に。
I will prove to you your neck has my mark. She stabs my neck lightly with her fingernail. Mark?
ここよ。
It's here. She jabs intently. My skin is about to break. Ow! It hurts! Don't tell me this girl is really a vampiress. Her hand is surprisingly large and doesn't match her appearance.
300年前、
Strong.
あのうろの中で、
300 years ago.
私とあんたは契約を交わした。その首の印が契約の証よ。
300 years ago, you sealed a deal with me inside that hole in the tree. The mark on your neck is proof of our agreement. What deal? I did not agree to it.
考えてもごらんなさい。
Think about it.
普通の人
Would
間
an
が
ordinary
ヴァンパイ
human...
アに魂を売ることなく300年も生きられると思う？
Sometimes I need to know when to shut up. Sometimes that is a good thing. Think about it. Would an ordinary human be able to live for 3 centuries if that person didn't sell his or her soul to a vampire? You must have forced it on me while I had passed out inside the tree.
気を失ってた？恥ずかしげもなく私のそばにいて何を企んでたか知れないわ。
You passed out? You were the one with no sense of shame when you touched me. God knows what you were planning at that time. I just entered to take shelter from the rain, and you erased my memories? I couldn't remember anything inside the tree at all, let alone any recollection of our whatever pact.
そんなの誰が知ってるっていうの？
Who knows? You.
つまり契約は成立したの。300年前からあんたは私のしもべだったのよ。
I am so sorry. I've been meaning to actually mute the mic whenever I burp. Sumimasen. I was so intently focused on reading the story, I forgot. Oh, balls. Okay, well, whatever. It happened. Basically, the agreement is in effect. You have been my thrall for 300 years. Yellow withdraws her finger, and that cold feeling promptly leaves my neck.
もちろん私にも主としてあんたを守る義務があるわ。少なくともあんな不良どもにおもちゃにさせたりはしない。
Of course, I will also fulfill my duties as your master by protecting you. At least those low lives won't be able to take advantage of you. She's saying it while licking her own fingertips. Protect? But you're a vampire. Don't tell me you won't suck my blood. I won't. I wonder if I'm imagining things. It feels as if she's trying to overcome something.
安心して。あんたは私のしもべよ。傷つけたりはしない。それに、あんたの血にも興味はないわ。
Don't worry. I won't hurt you since you're my minion, and I'm not interested in your blood either. I have no knowledge of this world after 300 years and basically cannot help you with anything. You aren't interested in my blood either. In that case, you have absolutely nothing to lose if you annul this pact and allow me to leave, right?
行きたいならご自由にどうぞ。
You want to leave? Be my guest. She's releasing me that easily? It seems a vampire's attitude to his or her servants is much more liberal than a landowner's.
一定以上私から離れたら、あんたはたちまち骨の山。さまよう魂になるだけだもの。300年前に死んだことになってね。
Of course that's how it would go. However, once you move away from me by a certain distance, you will shrivel up into a pile of dry bones and turn into a wandering spirit instantly. You were supposed to die 3 centuries ago. She closes her eyes and her lips curve upwards as if she's deriving pleasure from toying with a pet. A vampire isn't up to anything good after all.
この300年間、ずっと私があんたを守ってきた。どうやって逃げるかよりも、どうやって私に報いるかをまずは考えなさい。
I've been protecting you in all these 300 years. You should think of a way to repay me before you leave. Fine. How should I repay you then?
急がないわ。時間はあるもん。
No hurry. We have plenty of time.
目覚めるのが予定より200年も遅くなっちゃったけど。
I may have woken up later than expected by more than 2 centuries.
準備は万全に整えていたもの。今はあんたというしもべもいるし、大した問題じゃないわ。
But I'm well prepared for all eventualities. Now that I have a thrall like you, we shouldn't have any major problems. Perhaps you already took me into account a long time ago.
なぜ？あんたのことは全くの想定外よ。でも、悪いことばかりでもないみたい。
How so? I didn't expect you at all. But it isn't always a bad thing. The wind from the mountains is blowing her silver hair up, and she's smiling at me with her sharp fangs glinting under the moonlight. As her hair spreads out in all directions under the moonlight, she simply looks like a pure white angel. No, a vampire should be a monster. I can't allow myself to be deceived by this girl's appearance.
私と来なさい。あんたの運命はすでに私と共にある。
Come with me. Your fate is already bound to mine. The monster whispers to me.
それは呪われた運命であり、同時に祝福でもある。ね、ジョン。
Fate has cursed you and blessed you at the same time, John. I was wondering earlier, where did this John come from? I'm Raylan. Raylan Monroy. Yella shrugs and smiles happily.
冗談よ、レイラ。
Oh, I'm only pulling your leg, Raylan. You must be doing it on purpose. She's looking at me shyly and is smiling even more gleefully.
起きて着替えて。それから私についてきて。
Get up and change your clothes, then follow me. Yayla points to something beside me. Eh? Where did you get these sets of clothes?
さっきの不良たちから剥ぎ取ってやったのよ。そんなボロボロの服で私についてきたらみんなに誤解されるでしょ。
I pinched them from those ruffians earlier. People may get the wrong idea if you go with me in such tattered clothing. You really got rid of them? I look at the pile of clothes, and they really appear very similar to the ones those people were wearing earlier when they surrounded me.
当然よ。私を誰だと思ってるの？
Of course. Who do you think I am? She goes out after saying it. She's probably giving me some privacy to change my clothes. Fine. I choose a set of clothes that is close to my size from among the pile. The clothes in this era are much softer than the ones during my time. After all, I have no choice but to follow you. Yayla's shoulders stiffened slightly in the distance as if she heard my muttering.
え？もちろん。
Yes, of course. Then she turns around to chuckle. I haven't finished changing. I hurriedly pulled up my pants.
面倒なしもべね。早く着替えなさいよ。
This is what I was waiting for. Incompetent servant, hurry up and change. Yayla quickly looks away while blushing, and she strides off in a huff. But her steps become more light-hearted after she's walked a few paces. She doesn't seem to be angry. Rather, she's behaving as if she is jumping for joy after finding a treasure or something.
着替え終わったの？
Are you done changing? Coming. I quickly run after her. Since there's no going back and I have nowhere to go, I might as well follow her. Two heads are always better than one. I follow Yayla Yayla to a remote area. Yayla. Anyway, an old sorry. Okay. Expecting to miss anything. An old, solitary mansion is standing in front. Its architecture feels nostalgic to me because a rich person's house used to be designed in this way 3 centuries ago. But now, the old mansion looks dilapidated at a glance, and even a little eerie under the moonlight. What is this place?
私の家よ。
It's my house! but 3 centuries have passed. I peer at the roof of the building like a middle-aged, balding man.
準備は万全だって言っ
I
たでし
said,
ょ。みんなあんたみたいにバカだと思わないでちょうだい。
I said before that I am well prepared for all contingencies. Don't assume everyone is as dumb as you. She's stealing a glance at me as she embraces herself smugly. Well, that's good.
あの階段を見て。3段目の下に細工して鍵を隠してあるの。
I see the stairs over there. Press the board at the 3rd step's underside. I hid a key inside. Key? Do we need a key? I survey the windows. Is a key needed? Isn't it easier to simply open a window and climb
黙って
inside?
探して。
I mean, that is a good point. Like, what's the point of finding a key when the fucking windows are all smashed out? It's 3 centuries of sitting there idle. Oh, God, that's hilarious. Oh, yes. We'll just find the key to a dilapidated house where all the windows are open and probably a few collapsed walls, to be frank. It's just so funny. Quit babbling. Just find it. Yes. This girl is just a vampire dressed as an aristocrat. How come she also has an entitled girl's attitude and can even shun the simple task of opening a window?
まだ。
Are you done yet? Coming! After searching the base of the stairs, I locate the key she indicated and use it to open the door. But the lock on the door is extremely rusted. What should I do? I have no choice but to return to her for help.
まったく私がやるわ。
Really? I'll do it myself. Yella snatches the key from my hands, squeezes past me, and works intently on the door. Creak! Creak! Squeak! Squeak! The metallic scraping of noises become louder until there's a snapping sound. I think the key is broken inside the lock.
ああ、もううんざり。
Ah! It's so frustrating! I like it better when it was its original Japanese. I want to be able to read that. Yella becomes berserk, and I watch her in fear. Although she said she wouldn't suck my blood, she didn't say she would not bite me with her sharp teeth if she became angry. Please don't lose your rationality and chomp me. Calm down. How about this? I'll open the window, get inside, and open the door from there.
いいえ、私が先に入るからここで待ってなさい。
No, I'm going in first, and you will wait here. She lifts the hem of her dress and leaps inside a window which is close to a person's height. Without waiting for my response. I'm utterly shocked by her neat movements. It's really too fast, and she can get inside so smoothly without brushing her dress against the broken glass. Then I hear a set of footsteps, followed by the door being opened with a groaning shortly afterwards, so I hurry inside. Ouch!
気をつけなさい。
Just be careful. Upon stepping inside, I trip on a decaying floorboard and nearly fall down. Luckily, Yella is quick and catches me in the nick of time.
あんなに大きな腐った板が見えなかったの？その上踏み抜くなんて。
You didn't notice such a large rotting piece of wood, and you even tripped on it. She glares at me and uses her feet to clear the litter on the floor. It's too dark in here. I'm not used to it. I wait for my eyes to adjust to the light inside the mansion before I look around. The interior with the moonlight streaming in through the windows. Most of the floorboards inside are in disrepair, and the old wooden boards are scattered everywhere. Simply stepping on any of these boards might even risk getting pierced by a wooden splinter.
これが見えないなんて
You can't-
目が悪いにも程があるわ。
You can't see all of these? What a blind man. I'm not blind. I'm just not quite used to this place. I should tell you that I used to be the champion in a rabbit hunting competition at Norley. The Norlands would frequently organize hunting competitions. One of their most challenging contests involves tracking down rabbits and catching them within the shortest time. And I was the best in this aspect.
冗談みたいなチャンピオンね。私のつま先の視力の方がいいんじゃない？
More like a champion than a joke. My toes are better than your eyesight. Yella's mocking laughter interrupts my bragging about myself. Don't you dare underestimate. What is that? I suddenly notice a hole that looks larger than the other cavities under the moonlight on the floor behind Yella before I can rebut her.
何よ。
What?
びっくりするじゃない。
You're jumpy? When she turns around to look in the direction I am facing, her facial expressions stiffen. Is this the first floor? That hole is pretty big. It doesn't seem to have rotted naturally by itself. It can't possibly be a tunnel dug up by some wild beast or other.
そんな地下室が。
Oh no, my vault. Yella goes there in a fluster, her face ashen. Vault? I follow her as at the vault entrance I can see a flight of wooden stairs into a badly damaged. I've said it before. Oops. I can see a flight of wooden stairs that is badly damaged by termites and a man-made reconnaissance wall around it. From my current spot, the place really looks like a vault, but it is pitch black and I can't see anything further inside.
どうして？まさかそんなはずは。
It's been 300 years. Of course someone's gonna find your rundown house and rip it apart. How did it end up like this? That's impossible. Yella stares incredulously at the interior as if she's going to use her gaze to dig out whatever is inside. What is it? What is going on? Why do you look so upset and fearful now? Don't tell me you hid something frightening inside, such as a vampire familiar or something. Ah! Yella jabs a fingernail at my elbow, and it hurts so much I shrink back.
うるさいわね。余計なことばっかり。ここには私が苦労して貯めた財宝があったの。
Shut up. What a load of nonsense. The riches I've accumulated back then were stored inside. So it's treasure. What a fright. I can't see the interior, but I should be fine as long as it doesn't contain something strange, some strange beast skeletons inside. In that case, let's retrieve them quickly.
もうないわ。
They're gone. Gone? Eh? What? Wait. Yella crumps like a puppet falling off its broken strings after saying it. And I quickly help her to rest at one side. The entire mansion is huge, but I can only see wooden planks, nails, and various junk scattered around. Not a single piece of furniture is in sight, and the stairs have deteriorated until one half broke off, making it impossible to go upstairs. Just like a hollowed out hole in a tree, I head outside to find some bark and dried grass in the forest, and press them together to use to make a makeshift bedding. I also obtain some wild fruit, although they don't look especially ripe. They are big and shouldn't pose any issues if we eat them to fill our stomachs. Want them? I bring the bark, dried grass, and wild fruit back to Yella. She doesn't seem to have recovered from her massive shock of losing all her valuables, and she just quietly pushes away the wild fruits I have offered her. As I lie on the bark and dried grass, I recall Yella's cocky attitude earlier. Well, I'm prepared for all eventualities. Now that I have a thrall like you, we shouldn't have any major problems. So that vault, which became easy pickings for looters, was the only thing she prepared for all eventualities. I can't help chuckling.
何笑ってるのよ。
What are you laughing at? Maybe our surroundings are too quiet, and my laughter is a bit too noticeable. I didn't.
いいえ、
I
笑
heard
ったわ。私のこと笑ってたんでしょ。
Are you laughing? I heard it. Are you laughing at me? No. This girl is extremely proud of herself. Surprisingly, just like a lady from a rich family.
だから何笑ってるのよ。
What are you laughing at then? I was just thinking, how should I say it? Once anyone experiences a lot of misfortune, an additional one isn't much in comparison. Since all these things we've encountered landed us in such a mess that it couldn't get any worse. I felt relieved when I realized it, so I laughed.
あっそ。
You are optimistic. Some of that color has returned to her face, and I'm close to laying on the makeshift bedding. Lie down. It will be more comfortable. The wooden flooring is too hard.
何言ってんのよ。あんたと一緒になんか寝ないわ。
What? I'm not going to sleep with you. I still have another set of materials, and it will make another bedding shortly. Don't worry. Wakata. Wakata. Yella hesitates for a while, but she takes off her shoes and sits on the makeshift bed I arranged for her anyway.
ああ、最悪。こんなガラクタの上に座る羽目になるなんて思いもしなかったわ。
Sigh. What a mess. I never thought that a day would come when I have to sit on this lousy pile. Yes, I never expected that either. I was still enjoying a piping hot bowl of vegetable soup that Mr. Cook prepared for me at home yesterday morning. And everything changed in the blink of an eye.
あの財宝を集めるのにどれだけ苦労したか。あれだけあれば何を買うにも問題なかったはずなのに。過去を呪うしかないわね。
I amassed all those valuables through my blood, sweat, and tears. The vault was filled with so much treasure. One could buy anything easily. And I'd just need to wait for the curse to pass. I didn't know how much treasure you have accumulated. I don't know how much treasure you have accumulated. But how did you amass them? You should know that ordinary people like me would never think of digging an underground vault, especially for storing valuables. It is quite an achievement just to fill a box with silver.
忘れないで。私は一般人じゃなくヴァンパイアよ。財宝みたいなものは勝手に貴族のもとに集まるようになってるの。
Don't forget, I'm a vampire, not an ordinary person. I can obtain these riches from aristocrats easily. No, you said just now that you worked your blood, sweat, and tears for them. How did it become a matter of obtaining them easily from the rich? You. Never mind. Actually, I'm beginning to get used to it. Just like that time when you said you were well prepared for all eventualities now. I mimic her voice and facial expression, but she pinches my arm savagely before I can finish. Ow!
黙りなさい。次行ったらあんたの口をめっためたに引き裂いてやるから。
Shut up. If you say anything further, I'm going to rip out your mouth. Tongue, probably. Yes. She keeps saying she's a vampire, but other than her massive strength and bad temper, this vampire girl isn't even as scary as those human hooligans who kidnapped me earlier. Now that you're feeling better, would you like to eat something we haven't eaten anything for a whole day. I picked a couple of fruits that appear cleaner than the rest. Munch on one and offer the other fruit to her.
残しておいてあんたが食べなさい。
I'm doing it again. Alright. Save it for yourself. She shakes her head. Are you worried that we won't have enough to eat? Don't worry. I plucked a lot, and there are plenty of things in the forest outside. We have enough for both of us. She is sparing a thought for me. I remember she climbed inside a window to open the door for me.
いいや、食べるだけ無駄だもん。
No, it will be a waste even if I eat them. A waste? What do you mean?
あんたバカ？言ったでしょ。私はヴァンパイアなの。
Are
吸
you
血鬼わかる？
are you stupid? I said it before. I'm a vampire. Vampire. Don't tell me you can't eat normal food.
そうよ。血液以外の食べ物は味も匂いもしなければ食べても食べなくても同じなの？
Right. Except for blood, all kinds of food are tasteless, and eating those are akin to eating nothing at all for me. I see. As a cook, I dread losing my sense of taste the most, so I can't help feel a little sorry for this vampire girl. By the way, why didn't you allow me to open the window earlier? I thought you said I was your thrall or something.
いいのよ。あんたには関係ないでしょ。
Yes, but even if I allow you to do that, so what? She lays down on the bedding with her back facing me after saying it. Why does her mood turn sour as quickly as flipping a page on a book? You're going to sleep?
うるさいわね。
You're gonna sigh it. Oh, yes, me. Good night. I eat a few more fruits to fill my stomach, and then I lay down on the bedding, curl up, and slowly drift off to sleep.
おやすみなさい。
Oyasumi nasai. Yeah. I suddenly hear her mutter the word good night. Strange. How come I can't move?
本当にバカね。こんな簡単に騙されるなんて。金貨を譲ってくれた貴族と同じね。
I am such a fool. How could I have allowed myself to fall for their tricks that easily? I'm not that different from those rich people who rushed to offer gold to me. Yayla? Yayla? Why can't I move? What are you going to do to me?
バカね。お腹が空いたら食事をする。
Idiot.
ヴァンパイアがお腹を空かせたら血を飲む。それくらい常識じゃない？
Idiot. People need to eat when they're hungry, and vampires need to drink blood when they're famished. You don't even have this modicum of common sense? Wait. I'm not worth drinking. And you said earlier that you wouldn't drink my blood.
餓死しそうな時にパンがまずいと思うかしら。あんたは今にも餓死しそうな時にそんないい加減な約束を気にするの？
Do you find bread distasteful when you're starving to death? Would you care about a promise you made in passing if you're dying of hunger? Help! She opens her bloodstained jaws wide, and it's coming at me.
このバカ！何わめいてるのよ！
It's a dream? Idiot! What the hell are you screaming about? I sit up in fright, and the tree bark on my face slides off.
まったくこの愚木！主人を起こすなんてありえないわ！
Really? You dare to wake up your master, you incompetent servant? Yella is glaring angrily at me. For a moment, she looks perfectly similar to the vampire girl in my dreams somehow. What had possessed me to believe a vampire so easily, and even travel with her to this house? I simply like a little princess. I'm simply like a little princess who would follow others without being on her guard at all, and got abducted to this place after some weird girl called me. Although she said earlier that she wouldn't suck my blood, can a vampire girl really keep her word?
ねえ、何ポカンとしてるのよ。あんたに聞いてるのよ。
Hey, hey, what are you gapping at? I'm asking you a question. She looks more furious, and her fangs are glinting. Wait. Do you remember how many people's blood you've sucked?
愚問ね。あんたはいくつパンを食べたか覚えてるの？
What a stupid question is that? Can you remember how much bread you have eaten? It's bread, after all. I really had a premonition. Don't come over here! Don't suck my blood!
あんた。
Fucking god. Yella pauses for a moment, then she sighs and sits down again.
あんたの記憶は30秒しか持たないの。言ったでしょ。あんたの血は吸わない。
Your memory can only take in things from less than half a minute ago? Question. I told you before, I won't suck your blood. But what if you're starving?
いい？あんたは私と契約したしもべ。あんたの血には私の匂いが残ってる。自分の血を吸うとでも？
Listen good. You made a pact with me to be my servant. Your blood has my scent in it. Do you think I will suck my own blood? It works that way?
それに、私はグルメなヴァンパイアなの。病人の血、弱者の血、敵意のない者の血は吸わないわ。
In addition, I'm a vampire with standards. 1. I never suck a sick person's blood. 2. I never suck a weakling's blood. 3. I never suck a non-hostile person's blood. Which type am I to you?
もしあんたが私のしもべにならなかったら、それは当然弱者ね。
If you didn't become my thrall, you would be a weakling, of course. I see. Being considered a weakling, I can only sniff quietly in disappointment. Should I cry or laugh? On further thought, she would have acted much earlier if she really wanted to suck my blood. She had plenty of opportunities to do so, and wouldn't need to wait until now. Suddenly some noise, which sounds like metallic sheets hitting against something, are coming from outside the mansion. I don't think that's how that really sounds. Sounds like two car doors closing. That's just what it sounds like to me. I guess they ain't wrong, but some doors are made of plastic and metal. But it doesn't sound like that to me. I look out the window and to see a few men step out of a car, and they are bantering amongst themselves while walking toward the mansion. A few people are approaching.
悪い奴らじゃなさそうね。
They don't look like thugs. What kind of people are they to you?
普通の人ね。
Normal people, I think. Do you want to suck them? Ow. Ow, it hurts. Surprisingly, she pinches me hard again. Or I should say unsurprisingly, because of course she was going to do that. That that group of people seemed to have heard my voice, and they stopped to look at me. Are you a vagabond? One of them comes over to the window to ask me. For a moment I have no idea how to answer him. But he opens his mouth immediately without waiting for my answer. This building isn't owned by anyone and will be demolished as planned. For your own safety, please leave immediately. No, this building's owner is right here. I point to Yella beside me. You say she's the owner of this building? The man laughs as if he heard a joke. Otherwise, I glance at Yella to confirm on things.
行くわよ、しもべ。
She's gone, servant. However, I didn't expect her to give up so easily after all. You're not the owner?
300年前にこの家の主人だったと言って、誰が信じると思う？
Suppose I say that I'm the owner of this mansion from 300 years ago. Do you think anyone will believe me? Yella scowls at me before she steps out of this place. Wait for me. I run after her. You're leaving just like that? You're giving up, even though this place used to be your home?
どうでもいいわ。必要なものはなかったんだもの。
It doesn't matter. In any case, I don't have anything that I need in there. Fine. It's your home and not mine anyway.
何よ。何が言いたいの？
What? You have something to say about it? No, not at all. I just think you're quite pitiful as a rich vampire girl. Not only have you lost all your valuables, but your mansion is also going to be demolished by others. Is there a vampire in a worse state than you?
言ったわね。また言った。
Say it. Say it again! Ah. Yella grabs my cheek in one stroke, and her fingernails are digging into my skin, which hurts. Wrong, I'm wrong.
本当に憎らしい愚木なんだから。
What in
少しは悔い改めなさい。
another word that I can't pronounce. What an incredible, stupid. I probably pronounced that wrong. Let me figure out how that's pronounced, because I like to know how words are properly pronounced. That's one of my favorite things about reading, actually, is being able to learn how things are properly pronounced. Make sure and it wasn't. Incorrigible. Huh. Incorrigible. What an incorrigible, stupid servant. Wise up a little. I still want to know what that word means, though. That's another thing. Looking up what words mean. It's also fun for me. Inverted. I'm not sure if it's actually true. I should probably look it up somewhere else. Yellow relaxes her grip, and then the mood between us settles down for a moment. This calmness gradually becomes awkward afterward. Without a goal, the air feels more chilly by a few degrees because of our wretched state. Hey, you don't feel hungry. I notice Yella is swallowing her own saliva in mouthfuls.
ヴァンパイアは頻繁に吸血する必要はないの。一度食べればかなりの期間持つわ。
A vampire can go without sucking any blood for quite a while. I can last a long time after a full meal. That's quite convenient then.
なんなら、あんたもヴァンパイアにしてあげましょうか？
Would you rather I turn you into a vampire as well? Yella smirks briefly.
あんたの体中の血を吸って、私の能力で私の血をもう一度あんたの体に流すだけ。
I only need to suck all your blood and then use my powers to transfer my blood back into you, and it's done. She's running her fingernails across my body while saying it, giving me the goosebumps. Don't. It sounds horrible. Don't ever do that.
人間のしもべのままにしておく方が都合がいいわ。少なくとも食料を分け合う必要がないもの。
It is more useful to have a human than a vampire as my servant. At least I won't need to share my food with you. Right. I remember the wild fruits I ate yesterday. I nod in agreement. Well, Missy, what should we do now?
わからないわ。とにかく町へ行ってみましょう。
I have no idea. At any rate, let's go to the city for now.
300年後の町はあんなに大きいんだもの。私たちの居場所だってあるに決まってるわ。
The city after 300 years is so huge. We'll definitely find our niche in there. Yeah. Idle vampire. Oh.
全てが動き出した過去の時を飛び越えて
Not exactly what I was expecting, but I'm kind of happy.
幾あてもなくさまよう街の中交錯する影を見つめただ立ちすくめた暗闇の中灯る君という温かく優しい日をずっと探してたんだ僕を見つめる横顔吹き抜ける風揺れる髪に願ったこの先もきっと歩く歩幅合わせようこれから始まってく二人で過ごしていく時何気ない笑顔さえも
I kind of like this song. I'll look it up later. Waking from a dream. Cool. It's so hot.
暑い。ゆっくり歩きなさい。太陽の下じゃ早く歩けないの。
I'm the one finding it hot. Please walk slowly. I can't move quickly under the sun. Okay. Aren't you afraid of the sun? Legend has it that vampires fear the sun. You sure do hope that I fear the sun. She glances at me listlessly. No. I'm just curious. Ha ha ha. The two of us know a human and a vampire are wandering in the city with the sun shining brightly on us. The black colored roads have a pungent smell, and the stuff which resembles water vapors waffles out of the top of it, giving me that illusory feeling. Inadvertently, black colored roads have a pungent smell. Resembles one on top of it. Illusory feeling. Oh, it's because it's hot. Yeah, okay. I'm so thirsty.
そのくせよく喋るわね。
You can still talk so much even when you're thirsty. I'm just changing the subject. By the way, eating for you is akin to drinking water. How nice.
羨ましいね。その代わり、あんたたちの食べ物の味は全くわからないけどね。
Are you envious? The food all of you eat will be tasteless as the price for that. That's true. What a shame. My fried tomatoes and chili and tea leaves is one of a kind. Pity you won't be able to try it.
それ本当に食べ物？
Are you sure that it's for
豚の
eating?
餌じゃないの？
Not that for feeding pigs. What? Damn it. Sorry. That was Mochi Mochi. I am learning Japanese, and I was trying to be stealthy. Excuse me. Let me finish this quick. Ogawa. Kaseki. As the only pupil of the established master chef cook, how can I allow a vampire girl with no sense of taste say to me my own special dish isn't edible? You're ignorant then. For tea leaves, chili, and tomatoes, you only need to pick any one of them, and anyone will certainly find it a place of delight. Don't you think so?
ちゃんと自分で食べたことあるの？
Have you ever tasted it yourself? Isn't that obvious? Can anyone call themselves a chef if they don't even taste their own cooking?
あんた料理人だったの？血で料理を作れる？
You're a chef. Can you cook anything with blood? What are you saying? That plaything you call blood is a monster's food. How could humans like us prepare a dish out of blood?
かわいい悪魔が血で料理を作ってくれ
What
っ
if
て頼んだらどうする？さもないと首をねじ切ると言ったら？
You got you there. Just poked you. What if a cute monster asks you to cook something that contains blood? Or else she will tear off your head. Oh my fucking god. Got him. I'm wrong. I'll definitely learn to cook a dish with human blood when I'm free.
なんてね。私もそんな料理欲しくないもの。
Oh my god. Oh, no. No. I don't know. God damn it. Sorry, I was still doing the Japanese mochi mochi learning thing. I got it wrong. It was yomu for business and work. Business, comma, work. Mochi mochi's pretty much accurate. I double check my work when I do the studies. Hanbun. Forget it. I'm not looking forward to such a dish either. You have so little faith in me. I'm a
はいはい。もう終わり。あんたと話してると疲れるのよ。口も乾いちゃうわ。
Yes, that's enough. I'm losing my patience because talking to you is such a waste of energy. My mouth is also getting dry. In fact, my mouth can't squeeze out a drop of saliva right now.
だったら黙ってなさいよ。
Yet you are still talking so much. Even if I shut up, that won't relieve my thirst. We might as well get to know each other better by talking more.
そのロジックはゴリラにでも教わったの？
Did you learn this kind of logic from gorillas? Logic? What is logic?
もういいわ。
Shut up. Yellow looks away, and doesn't want to talk to me anymore. We didn't see a we didn't see a single. We didn't see a single well as we wandered around. I really wondered, how do the people here get their water? From bottles. From the tap. Or a water fountain. But I know they don't know that. I'm dying of... I'm dying of thirst and can't take it anymore. I extend my tongue in an attempt to catch some of that water vapor in the air.
汚いわね。匂うから口を閉じてなさい。
It's so dirty. Shut that stinky mouth of yours. But Yella stops me in no time.
梅の味覚えてる？
Do you remember the taste of plums? Plums? What's going on? How come I'm drooling now?
これは古代東洋に伝わるとある将軍の話よ。行軍中に彼の兵士たちは水を全部飲み干してしまった。彼らが喉の渇きに苦しんでいた時、将軍は前方に梅林があると嘘をついたの。それを聞いた兵士たちはたちまちよだれを垂らして喉の渇きを癒したそうよ。
I don't think I've ever actually ate a plum. According to legend, there was a general from the east in ancient times. Their soldiers under him had exhausted all of their water supplies, and they were as dry as a bone. The general lied to his men that there was a plum forest ahead. Upon hearing it, his men began to drool, and their thirst was alleviated. I don't think that's how that works.
あんたの動きを見てこの話を思い出したの。
I just looked at your actions and thought of that story. I see. You're even traveled. So I see you even traveled to the east before. I heard that place has gold everywhere, and everyone is so rich that they have cotton tied to the trees there.
本で読んだだけで行ったことはないわ。その話も聞いたことがあるけど、誇張されてるだけでほとんど嘘だと思うわ。
I haven't been there before. I only know about that place from books, and I've heard that story which you've just told me. It sounds so far-fetched. It's quite likely to be false. Is it false?
何？行ってみたいの？
Why? You're still thinking of going there? If that part of the world really has a lot of gold, it goes without saying that anyone will probably desire to go to such a place. Don't you want to go there? Yella shrugs without giving her answer. Water! So the water people drink nowadays are in there! feel like I missed something. Well, sounds about right to me. Someone is holding a transparent bottle with the words distilled water written on it, and that person is coming out of the shop with the signboard convenience store. Yes, you can find water at a convenience store. Where's my schedule?
このお店にあるのね。
They put their things in there? The convenience store has a clean glass panel for its outer wall, so we can see the interior easily, which has an assortment of food on display at the shelves inside. There's so much food inside. Those are small pastries, and those are bread. They are so well made.
ねえ、あの真っ赤な液体は血じゃない？そうでしょ。
Nope. That is soda. Hey, that deep red liquid should be blood, right? What a disappointment she'll have when she actually tries to drink it. Of course. Can't fucking find the shit I'm looking for. Blood?
ほら、あそこ。
Look, over there. Yella points to a row of bottles. At one part on the shelf, each bottle is crimson in color and really looks as if it contains blood. They can't be selling blood. Don't tell me that people nowadays do business with vampires.
きっとそうなのよ。いい時代じゃない。さ、中に入るわよ。
Oh, poor girl. I will say, I'm a little sad and disappointed for her. I'm just gonna see. Calm down. Calm down. We're down and out down and out now. I don't think the shops in this era have progressed to such a point they will give us anything for free.
じゃあ、奪っちゃえば？
Then we'll rob them directly. Oh, great. Rob, don't. Let's see how things go first. It's just so happens that a woman carrying a bunch of stuff has approached the store counter, and the clerk seems to operate something there. Then she hands some colorful sheets of paper to him before stepping out of the store with her items. Did you see that? She used those colorful sheets of paper in exchange for goods before coming out.
つまり、この時代のお金は紙になってるってこと？
That means the money in this era has become paper? We have been staring at that woman. The minute her eyes meet ours, she looks away in fear and she leaves hurriedly while holding her stuff tightly in her arms.
ふーん。
Oh, I
わかった
get it.
わ。つまり、あの紙を手に入れれば、私の城を再建できるのね。お金を稼ぐのは得意やわ。
Oh, I get it. That means I can rebuild my palace when I get those pieces of paper, right? I'm good at getting money. Leave it to me. Yella adjusts her sleeves in preparation for making an entrance into the shop after saying it. Wait, it doesn't work that way. My instincts are telling me that if I allow her to enter, an accident is just waiting to happen. It's just... As I extend my hand to block her entry, I suddenly hear a noise that sounds as if something is sliding down. Are you all right? Then I use my outstretched arm to prevent Yella from falling down.
大丈夫よ。足を踏み外しただけ。どうして入り口に段差があるのよ。
The doorway has a step. I guess I can't see the door they're talking about. I'm okay. I just lost my footing. How come this doorway has a step? Yes. Why would you launch an attack without even looking at the terrain first?
急にめまいがして気づかなかったのよ。
I suddenly got dazzled and didn't notice it. Dazzled? Why didn't you say so earlier? How are you going to get money if you're dazzled? At this time, too. Don't tell me she's actually just a weak vampire girl, and everything she said about riches and whatnot was only empty posturing. I am really starting to regret being her partner in crime.
うるさい。あんたのせいじゃなきゃこんなはず。
You're noisy. I wouldn't be in this state if not for you. If not for me. If not for me.
まあいいわ。平気よ。しもべはついてくればいいの。邪魔しないで。
Never mind. It's okay. Just follow me as my thrall and stay out of my way. She adjusts her back as if she's going to assume another new posture. You need to explain yourself clearly. What do you mean if not for me?
うるさいってな。あんたには関係ないわ。目を覚ましたばかりでまだ完全に回復してないだけ。いいわね。
You're so annoying. I'm not blaming you for anything. I still hadn't fully regained my ability when I woke up, okay? She brushed my hand away while saying it and continued to head toward the store. Wait a minute. I quickly grabbed her before she can get into trouble and used up a lot of my energy to get her to change course. Dong. Oh my fucking god. She banged her head on the glass. Yella bumps her head on the glass door, and the sound of that impact rings out.
私を殺すつもり？このクボケ！
Oh, are you trying to kill me, incompetent servant? She's glaring and roaring at me while rubbing her head. Sorry. It wasn't on purpose. Are you alright? Maybe we were too loud and alarmed the store clerk. He has rushed over to check on us. This is great. I know this is probably not the most engaging stream ever, but I like reading. And having this visual novel is really great. Luckily, this is not going to be an everyday thing either. We're okay. By the way, may we have a bottle of that blood you have inside? I have a friend who needs it, and I'll pay you a bit later. Although I'm not hopeful, I think it's worth a shot. Bottle of blood? Why would our shop have such an item? That isn't one. I point to the row of red bottles, and the store clerk looks back in puzzlement to see what item I'm indicating. Oh, of course not.
ヴァンパイア用の商品はどこにあるの？
I'm a little sad for the vampire girl. It's just so sad that she's like, what? There's no blood? I thought there'd be blood. I was looking forward to the blood. I'm so hungry. Oh my god. Where do you put the items you sell to vampires then? Upon hearing Yella's words, the store assistant looks at both of us up and down. Are you high on drugs? Oh my fucking god. Don't come to a convenience store. Go to a blood bank if you want those. Run along now. I have work to do. Blood bank? The store clerk waves his arms to dismiss us. Then he turns around and returns to the counter. This fellow. I'm definitely going to. Oh. Yella bares his fangs and is halfway through her rant before she clutches her head in pain and kneels down. You seem very weak. Are you okay?
うるさいわね。弱ってたってあんたより強いわ。
You're noisy. Even if I'm weak, I'm still stronger than you. Okay, stop forcing yourself. Let's rest there a bit first. I'll think of a way. She doesn't seem to be in good shape. Vampires are afraid of the sun, after all. I quickly help her to a shady spot under a roadside tree. We sit there. Are you feeling a little better?
ムカつくわ。こんなくだらない店、昔からあったらとっくに私がぶっ壊してるわよ。
Curses. I would have smashed this lousy shop much earlier if it were here in the past. Just rest here a while. Yella stares at me and then closes her eyes.
太陽は嫌い。ただそこにあるだけでみんなに愛されて。
I really hate the sun. So many people would adore its rays wherever it goes. Of course. The sun is the mother of light, and the shield against the forces of darkness.
今知ったらないわ。神なんて死んじゃえばいいのよ。
Sigh. Damn this. Go to hell, mother of light. Simmer down. You might get struck by lightning. I used to hear those tales describing how vampires would crumble into ash if they exposed themselves to the sun. In contrast, Yella just looks a bit weak, and I can say the Mother of Light is already quite merciful.
ろくでなしのしもべく。それで何か解決策はあるの？
Damn Thrall. Where is your plan? Given her current condition, she will certainly need to recover her stamina. It goes without saying that I am not exactly in a better state either as I rub my empty stomach. Easy there. Let me think. All in all, the most important thing is money. With money, we can get blood from the blood bank, bread from the convenience store, and we can live. How are we going to get money safely? I'm a cook and might be able to work at a restaurant to earn some money. I can surely find one that will hire me because the city is so big, and I'm quite confident in my culinary skills. Problem is, it would be too slow to earn money this way. By the time I get my salary, Yella may have starved to death, but I have no other skills except how to cook. Find work as a mason? Or a laborer? I would need to toil for at least a day before I could get any wages for this kind of work. Is there a faster way? As I think hard about my options, I notice a male passerby is placing money into a cup on the roadside, and a wrinkled old man is seated behind the cup. They can still do this? As I stare in astonishment, another woman comes from the other direction, passes the cup, and tosses a few coins inside. Do the beggars nowadays have such low standards? They only need to display a cup and they'll get money in no time?
何か言った？
What did you say? It seems she has recovered a bit and reopened her eyes, but she's still a little groggy. I have an idea. You should rest here first. I'll be back shortly.
どこに行くの？
Where are you going? Earn money.
何よ？どうやって？
What? How are you going to do that? Don't worry. You will see it shortly. I get up and look around.
待ちなさい。遠くへ行っちゃダメ。
Hold on. Don't
離
go
れたら
too
死
far.
んじゃうのよ。
You'll be dead if you're too far away. Yella grabs one corner of my shirt. I know. I'll become a skeleton, right? I won't go far. I see a metallic drum nearby, and it's filled with all kinds of junk. It should be a garbage bin. I'm going there, and won't die, right?
いいわ。
Go ahead. I head toward the garbage bin, rummage through it, and find a empty metallic container that resembles the cup in no time. I can barely make out the words, tinned synthetic fish. Haha, look. I smugly bring the tin back Yella just glances at the thing in my hands before closing her eyes again. She looks weaker than before. Don't tell me she's close to her death and appeared euphoric just now. Will I turn into a skeleton instantly if she dies? This isn't good. I quickly place the tin in front of me and copy that old man by pressing my forehead and sitting backwards at an angle. What are you doing? I seemed to have disturbed Yella, and she forces her eyes open to look at me. Don't worry, just rest for now. We'll have money in no time. I gesture at the tin in front of me, then point to the cup before the old man nearby.
これが
How
何の役に立つの？
will it help? As her voice trails off, a passerby tosses 2 silver into my tin. Arigato. Arigato. Thank you. I quickly beam and express my gratitude. That person smiles at me before walking off. Haha, look.
そんな
How is that possible?
まさか世の中ってこんなに変わるものなの？
How is that possible? This world has changed. Right? You can rest without any worries. By the time you wake, we'll have money.
わかった。
Oh, alright.
それじゃあ休むわね。
I'm going to take a nap. Yella relaxes, closes her eyes again, and is snoring in no time. I wonder if vampires see black mountain goats in their dreams. Thank you. Another person throws money into the tin shortly afterwards. Looks like earning money this way is even faster than I thought. Is there a need to work at all then? I might become rich by simply lying down here. Just when I'm rejoicing in my luck, the old man sitting under the shade earlier suddenly comes over menacingly. Hey, youngster, you're in my territory. Scram! How did it become your territory? I didn't take your spot. You can ask around. I've been begging here for 20 years. Every person around this place knows me. 20 years? No. Aren't you a rich man then? Why do you still need to waste your time here? Bastard! See for yourself. The old man rolls up his pants. One half of a leg is missing inside, with a wooden stick supporting it. I swallowed my saliva. I'm at a loss for words. Do you get it now, youngster? I had risked my life through countless bullets and bayonets for this country, and you weren't even born yet. If only he knew. I'm really sorry. I'm a newcomer and I don't know all this. I'm really short on money though. Could you let me stay here for an afternoon? I don't want to make things difficult for you either, young man. But I'll go hungry for tonight if you stay here for an afternoon. We'll starve to death if we don't have money, and she has already passed out from hunger. I point to Yella sleeping at one side. You seem like an able-bodied young man. If you really need money urgently, I can tell you a way. How about it? Yeah, what is it? Go in this direction. Turn right at the crossroads until you reach the end of the street, and you will see a private blood bank. You can simply sell a small amount of your blood there, and I guarantee you it will pay better than staying here for an afternoon. Sell my blood? I'm old, and they don't want my blood. I have sold some when I was younger. Is selling blood very profitable? They sell those to whom? Vampires? places that do business with vampires really exist? Of course it is profitable. As to their clientele, I'm not too sure. I heard the good quality blood from young people would be transfused into the rich and powerful, allowing them to stay young and live longer. Anyway, these are shady dealings. Who knows what they do with it? They would actually do this sort of thing. What an act by the devil. Why are you asking so much? Okay, hurry up and go. I already have wasted a lot of my time with you. Run along now. The old man kicks my tin impatiently. Yes, I'm going. Since there is a faster way to earn money, why am I feeling unhappy over it? I pocket the coins in the tin and carefully carry Yella, who is still sound asleep, on my back.
どうしたの？
What's going on? Yella opens her eyes slightly and murmurs into my ears. Nothing. You're so light.
当たり前よ。どこ
What?
に行くの？
Why, of course. Where are we going? To the blood bank. It's not far.
血液センター。
Blood bank?
血が買えるの？
Do you have money to buy blood? Upon hearing the words blood bank, Yella suddenly becomes alert. Not yet, but once I sell my blood there, we'll have money to buy blood and bread.
血を売
Sell
る
your
の？
blood?
あんたが？
You? Right. We can earn money more quickly than earlier. Just hold out a bit longer and we'll have enough to buy something to eat.
バカじゃないの？血を売ってそれをまたお金を払って買うなんて。そ
Didn't you I want to go back to that. Aren't you an idiot? If selling your blood and spending that money to buy it back, then I might as well just suck your blood directly. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I read that all. Didn't you say my blood has your scent? Sucking my blood is akin to sucking your own blood, isn't that so?
私は
I
日が沈みさえすれば食べなくても平気。あんたが食べる分だけ稼げばいいわ。
It doesn't matter even if I don't eat. I'll be fine when the sun goes down later. You just need to earn money to get food for yourself. Are you worried that I could sell too much of my blood and die from it?
あんたの心配なんかしてないわ。バカなやつが勝手に自滅するのを心配してただけよ。
I'm definitely not worried about you. I'm just concerned that you're too stupid and may die from your own stupidity. Got him. 100% got him. Yella's tone in her voice suddenly becomes frantic. Fine, I get it, Missy. Just relax a bit. Don't get too carried away and die a sudden death.
あんたみたいにバカじゃないんだから。
I'm not an idiot like you. But you are really a vampire of principle. I would certainly find any person at random and suck his or her blood to fill my stomach. If I were a very hungry vampire, I was crazed with hunger and had even eaten the bones meant for a rich man's dog when I was a child at one time. Needless to say, I got beat by them. I was crazed with hunger and and had even eaten the bones meant for a vicious dog once in a while.
愚かね。人道すら守れない。獣と同じじゃない。
Huh, that's so stupid. In what way are such people any different from wild beasts if they can't even adhere to their own principles? When people are crazy with hunger, they are wild beasts. Yeah. I've never been to that point in my life, so I would not actually know if that's actually true, but you know. Yella didn't say anything further while on my back. By the way, you really can't eat anything at all?
美味しいと言われる食べ物をいろいろ食べてみたけど、どれもただろうそくを噛んでるみたいで、無理して食べてもお腹は膨れないし、諦めたわ。
Yeah, I've tried many kinds of food by humans, but they've tasted like candle wax. Even if I forced myself to eat them, it wouldn't sate my hunger at all, so I gave up. Yellow's words sound a bit sad. A vampire living among humans will probably be so lonely. Speaking of tasty food, jalapeno peppers are very spicy. They are so hot it feels as if needles are pricking your tongue. If these peppers are cut into small pieces and put in a wrap, they can enhance the flavor and will keep anyone warm for an entire day when eaten for breakfast.
そんなこと言われたってわからないわよ。
Even if you tell me I can't taste it at all. Although your tongue can't taste it, you can use your imagination and taste them with your brains.
何バカなこと言ってんの。
What kind? What kind of nonsense is that? Yella teeters and continues to listen to me. Most people will have a bit of milk wine to go along with it. The wine has a bittersweet flavor. It tastes a bit sweet when it reaches the tongue, and it'll turn bitter as it goes further inside a person's mouth before imparting the sweet and milky flavor again once it goes down the throat. I carry Yella on my back and tell her about the various foods that I know. I don't know why I'm doing it. Perhaps that may relieve her loneliness. Thus, the two of us are going along the pavement under the shade provided by the roadside trees in the city. The blood bank is further than I expected. By the time we arrived there, the sun had already gone below the mountains in the west, producing the orange glow in the sky. Are you feeling better? I allow Yella to get off my back and look at the place. A 6-art pharmaceutical blood bank. There's quite a crowd too. People are entering and leaving the blood bank through a small entrance from time to time, and most of them are young folks. This place is the work of the devil that old man mentioned. Although it looks rather clean, I'm still on tenter hooks. They're nice! If the people inside find out that I'm a clueless person from ancient times, and take advantage of the fact to collect my blood, what am I going to do? Just like those thugs from yesterday who tried to sell my kidneys.
どうしたの。
Yella seems to have noticed my apprehension and is asking me while tilting her head in confusion. How much have you recovered now?
悪くないけど、どうかした？
I'm still okay. Why? You used your powers to rescue me yesterday. Do you have it?
だから何よ。はっきり言いなさい。
What do you want me to say? What's wrong? Well, can you save me if I get into trouble?
何が起きるっていうのよ。
Why are you asking this? I'm just worried if the people inside have unsavory motives like those thugs, I won't be able to escape by myself. Yellow lapses into silence and thinks for a while after hearing my explanation.
怖いなら行かないで。別の方法を考えましょう。
Since you're afraid, don't go in there. We'll think of another way. Oh, I scratched my head. It is different to go on without anything to eat or drink for an entire day, and I think Yella isn't any better off. I should still go in.
はあ、まだ言ってるの？どうしてそんなに意見がコロコロ変わるのよ。
Huh? Aren't you a noisy one? Why are you behaving like a dog, jumping back and forth? I have sorted it out. At most, we'll die together. After all, we are also dead if we die of starvation.
ほんとバカね。行くわよ。
That's really stupid. Let's go. Yella strides toward the blood bank's doors while saying it. Okay, let's go. I take a deep breath and follow her. God damn. You know, I might take it and stop it right there for tonight. It's getting pretty close to the time I would normally stop anyway. And it's been fun. It's been a great story. I really want to continue with this story so much because it's so freaking hilarious. It's quite good, actually. But I feel like now is a good time to call it a night for the stream. So, the plans for me to do more of these story-based video games, the point of them is for me to help me develop a better speaking pattern while I'm streaming. I know it seems kind of counterintuitive, you know. If you're not very good at talking, why are you streaming? Well, because I really enjoy it so far, doing it, streaming. And I want to continue, but I also want to improve speaking, getting better at speaking off the cuff, talking. So if I have a story to bounce off of where it's not like just strictly gameplay, then maybe I can get better at it. And that's the point of this all. And so, plus, most people probably wouldn't know this, but I'm trying to also overcome a speech impediment that I have. And I figure reading out a story aloud would be better. I was thinking of just reading a book, but I figured a visual novel would actually be more engaging because there's actually, visuals. But other than that, I had fun. Let's check the flowchart. Where to flee? Death. Which I already knew that's where that would happen. Unless it does somehow weave back into the main story. Who knows? But I think we're here. No, we're here. Yeah. Man, this is gonna be a long story. Chapter 2, Survival. Guess it makes sense. Because, I only got started with the story. And no, I probably, depending on how the story ends, I probably will not come back and finish the other side of the story. To leave something for the imagination for the viewers if you want to check out the story. I just wanted to just see how the story goes from my picking the paths I choose and see what happens. And then off stream I'll finish the rest because I want to see how the other story goes. But that's just me. So anyway, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, whenever you may be watching this. And have a wonderful night, day, afternoon. But I'll be back tomorrow to stream Minecraft. Have a good night. Oyasumi nasai.